known as Oko Atlantic and save Ikoyi and Victoria Island from being submerged.
In fact, I remember then that what used to happen was that almost every year, the federal government used to pump sand, and the sea would just come and take it away. And the provisions in the budget of the federal government then annually was about 4 billion naira. And that was by the main opposition. And Ashaju used to tell us then that this is money that they were using for elections. That the sand, how do you audit the sand? That let's look for a permanent solution. But every time we wrote to Obasanjo, then as the president, to hand over the beach, there would be a problem. And I was his chief of staff, so I was involved in drafting those letters. I would say, no, let's do it this way again. We will send another letter. Until one day, a letter came from the President Obasanjo and said, I hand over, go and do it. And that is how we started the story. Before then, the Victoria Island used to flood up to NTA, up to the Nigerian Law School, for those who remember. That has not happened in quite some time, except for one unusual flood, I think happened a year after I went out of office. I don't remember. But essentially it's protected that shoreline. And this is the method of the man, is sure-footedness and resoluteness, really is the word. Now, as logistician, I remember when I joined government in 2002, it was the run-up to 2003 election. And there was a major problem with voters' registration. And he said, no, INEC will not disenfranchise Lagos voters. And that was where the logistician side of him came to me. And he said, no, Chief of Staff, you can't go home. People can't vote. It's our job to ensure that they vote. If INEC is not doing it, we will do it for them. And he said, you are a lawyer. Go and get all the magistrates. Write to the chief judge. Call the attorney general. And we started preparing affidavits. We got photographers to start taking people's photographs, swearing on oath that they were disenfranchised, they couldn't vote. We compiled everything. Let's go to the federal government. And in the event, INEC had to say, okay, calm down. Give us all the numbers. That's how people got to vote in 2002, 2003. I remember during the 2006 census, when enumeration of households was going to start, I said, look, let us support these people. It's for our own benefit so that we have the right numbers. And it was myself then, as Chief of Staff, the current Deputy Governor now of Lagos, as Commissioner for Science and Tech, who provided the backbone. I think the chairman of the National Population Commission then was Alhaji Jiade. And we gave support, we did enumeration, we did everything. They told us they had 4.5 million households. So they had given us that figure. Now, what is the population? They now said Lagos was 9 million. I said, no, that doesn't make sense to me. If you have 4.5 million households, a household is a family, it means that there are only two people in Lagos said we are going to come. We initiated the challenge, I sustained it, and by the time we finished, when I finished as governor, out of 20 local governments, I think the Census Tribunal invalidated the results of that census in 11 local governments. And so from get-go, he had told us, don't rely on that 9 million to plan for Lagos. You will always fall short. And we used those household figures, extrapolated to a minimum of 4 people per household, and set the base of a population to work for at 16 million. So when people say Lagos works, it's the mindset and the approach to it. So if we had accepted those 9 million figures, we'll be planning water for 9 million people, refuse management with 9 million in mind, revenue generations with 9 million in mind, schools and roads and transport facilities with 9 million. We will continuously come short. So this is the kind of mindset, and this is my experience. Nobody told me this. I was inside. I saw this. So, and this is, for me, the choice that lies before people now. And I think that is what we need, with a governor Shettima now as his running mate, somebody who has seen terror up close, who confronted it, stood up against it, stayed in his state, and that was important to fight terror. I think you have quite some combination out there in terms of experience and very, very proven character and courage.
Yes, you've seen your candidates crisscross